The Birim River is having sort of a challenge when it comes to Galamsey. Now, the Chebi water supply point or plant has collapsed as a result of Galamsey, and it's having a toll on the lives of people who reside in the Ebuakwa South municipality, which really is a very, very big problem. We've been talking about Galamsey for a very long time. We will quickly want to have the Member of Parliament for Ebuakwa South, Dr. Kinsley Ajiman, joining us live for us to have conversations around what really is happening in his constituency. This morning he issued a statement to that effect. Let's speak to him. Honorable, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
I trust you are doing well.
Not too well. Not too well.
Quickly share with us the details of the illegal mining or Galamsey in your constituency and the impact it's having on your constituents.
Very good morning to you, your parents, viewers, and listeners, and a good morning to my constituents. This morning, I will say that it's not been a very good morning for me because upon deeper reflections and observations, I see that my constituents are dying. We are poisoned. We are eating poison, we are drinking poison, and breathing poison. The impact of this illegal activity on the constituents is not one that is refreshing. It's very sad, very disheartening that if you have stability measure of an NTU of about 64,000, Philip, 64,000 NTU. I mean, we are living on a second time bomb, and we may rise up one day, or Ghana will rise up one day, and the Ebuakwa South may be non-existent. Why am I saying this? We say water is life, and our lives are dependent on clean water. If you have an NTU of 64,000, when the Ghana Water Treatment Plant has been unable to process this because it is toxic. It has turned into a sludge. It's a mud. There's no river. They can't therefore treat it. For the past 3 months, there has not been any potable or tap water in Chebi and its environs. And you observe from Esiapa through the main road to Apidra, the impunity that these Galamseyers are exhibiting is worrying. You can count, they are almost eroding the road. You can count as many as 120 excavators. And we are all helpless. Few greedy ones are destroying the very fabric of society. There's no water. Farmlands are destroyed. Water tables will soon be hit by this poison. What is the future of the constituency? What is the future of the constituency? The constituency that I say I'm an MP. What is our future? There's no water. Aquatic life has been aborted. Very soon, human life will also go extinction.
But one may argue that this doesn't start now. Why are we seeing the impact, or we hearing from the Member of Parliament for the area now? You said 3 months from ago, or for the period for the past 3 months, you've not had water.
So
what has been?
Let's interrogate your question. People might have died yesterday, but because they didn't have knowledge, we might not have seen that the impact or the cause of death was as a result of this stability. The level of the level of stability and the level of the impact of this Galamsey, that's no political colorization. So if in the past we didn't do it and it is not killing us, are you suggesting that we should keep mute? I don't think that is the direction. What we are saying is that this is about good conscience and the common good of constituents. We can't continue like this, because if we continue like this for the next 6 months, there will be total extinction. Come to Chebi and its environment. Yes, the debate or the argument, the one you are just advancing, can be upheld. What is the impact?
But
Gone are the days we didn't know, or if we even knew, we failed to take an action. But behold, from me and everybody, every reasonable person living in the community, because these Galamseyers, it is the indigenous that we have given our households to them to rent. We know them. Everybody knows them. How come there has not been an action? We can't wait for the presidency to give a direction on this. No, it doesn't behold on the presidency to do that. Because the presidency and the ministry lives in Accra. We are having the same plans of this particular thing that is affecting us.
Help us understand which areas in your constituency
all the 32 towns and villages has been seriously affected by this Galamsey.
Help us with the names.
Oh, the names. I'm talking of Buzu, Estiakwese, Jumasi, Edugrom, Estikem, Chebi Pano, Areniasia, Dadian Tem, Apapem, Akwadum, Odumase, Potraste, Amam from Estikomfo, Estikrachet, Apeja, Akoko, Asapo, Mase, Adonkwanta, and Conso and others. So, yeah, it's all over. And you see, the reason we can't sit in Accra and be comfortable is that the Birim River fits into the Weja.
Okay.
And Weja fits about 1/3 of Accra. So if we are drinking poison from the Birim River and the activities of these Galamseyers, you can't be in Accra and be comfortable because it has a knock-on effect on Accra and anybody that gets into contact, because the few farmlands that are left will produce and bring it to Accra for consumption. So if you are eating anything in Accra, you should know that it may be coming from a Galamsey area, including my constituency.
Right.
So, sorry?
I said right.
So it is not just a case of Chebi or Wapa South. It's a case of Ghana. It's a case of Ghana. You may be eating your salad, you may be drinking your water. And I think the regulatory standard for NTU is that it should be less than 1. You have a 64,000 NTU feeding into the Weja. You may be fortunate to have tap water flowing, but trust me, it may be seriously intoxicated with lead, mercury, or any other substance that they use for this Galamsey that is harmful for human consumption.
Okay, so I just want to ask, so do these rivers actually produce fishes? Are these fishing areas?
Sorry?
Are these fishing areas, the rivers?
Aquatic life is aborted. All the fishes in the rivers and the streams that flows within the constituency, because of the poison, you can't see them again. I mean, back in the days when we were growing up and stuff like that, we were picking fishes, we were picking crabs, and other aquatic fishery.
Right.
But a turbidity level of 64,000 cannot accommodate aquatic life. So if fishes are dying, so are human beings also dying. Come and look at the number of kidney issues that we have, the number of gross skin rashes that is happening. That is happening in the constituency. Get to the Chebi Municipal Government Hospital, and the records are there. A lot of growth. People, we are not happy.
Oh, well, you made mention of the water situation. So, as the member of parliament for the area, what are you doing to get water for your constituents now that it looks like the Ghana Water Limited cannot supply the water because of the shutdown of the Chebi treatment plant?
Member of parliament to get water for the constituents. When the constituents, all of us, have been very, very inactive or onward looking, no action has gotten us to where we are. If you have a population of over 100,000, do you know the number of boreholes that should be drilling? I mean, it is not sustainable. And very soon the poison will get to the water table. That's when you even drill a borehole and you even have filters, it can't filter it. So It can only be advocacy, like you are helping me do this morning, that all of us must rise up and know that it's for our collective and common good to preserve and stop this Galamsey. Very soon, there may even be landslides. Go to Chebi, right behind I would say that the heads of public sector workers, the bungalow area where we have the residents of the MCE, the judges, and the various directors of the various units within the public sector. Right behind them is a mountain. Where can you see the erosion and the kind of holes that they have drilled into this in these hills? Very soon there may be a landslide. Now in Chebi and its environs, the slightest drizzling causes flood. That is where we are now. They have eaten into the riverbed and blocked the channel of the flow of the river Birim and all other rivers and streams that flows through the constituency. Because because they are rivers and waters, they join tributaries of other rivers and waters. That's why I'm saying that this is what is happening in Chebi, which has 64,000. Then Accra is also affected, and all the neighboring constituencies in Ghana, because water flows. Water flows.
Wow.
It is disheartening. My brother, it is disheartening.
You made mention of the fact that it looks like people have let their guards down when it comes to your constituency. Why? What do you expect the constituents to do, and which actors or people do you want them to act in your constituency to fight this canker?
Every dweller in this constituency has a role to play. All of us, we must decide and take a collective action. This is not the prerogative of the security agencies or government. No. You are not getting potable water. You are not getting good water for usage. And when you even visit the toilet, you don't have water to flush. Sanitation issues are rising. People are relying now on sachet water. And come and look at the disposal of polythene by virtue of the usage of sachet water in the community. A community that is already suffering from other issues now has sanitation issues too as well. Improper disposal of these sachet water creates a lot of issues, cholera and others. The disposal, because they are not biodegradable, it causes a lot of problems to the soil. This is where we are. And we say we are waiting for the presidency. No, we can't wait for the presidency.
Have you engaged the traditional authorities, i.e. the chiefs and other opinion leaders who can help lead the fight or help address this thing?
I'll be very surprised when a chief says that they don't know what is happening. I'm just imagining that we have to act now. This was handed over to us by our forefathers, and we must preserve it. The clergy, they are aware. They invite these Galamseyers when there's harvest. The Masarachis, they are aware. Every dweller that has an accommodation is has rented to them. People have sold their farmlands, cocoa farms. This is where, so all of us are complicit. All of us are complicit, my brother. All of us are complicit.
So this, from what you are saying, and I deduce from you, it's not like you are standing on any political or you are saying this politically motivated. This is a collective action that everybody must go out there and fight the illegal mining murders in your constituency. That's it.
Absolutely. It is devoid of political colorization because the stability levels do not know MPP, NDC, or any others. And all of us stand to be circumstanced. If you watch this thing go on, because the people are buying food from us. These Galamseys, you know them. They live in the community. Wake up one morning or every day from Estiakwa to Apeka, and you can count more than 1,000 youth who have their headpans flying along the road in search of gold. From Estiakwa to Apeka Junction, you can count more than 100 excavators openly. They are doing that thing.
Wow.
They're doing that thing openly.
But one will also argue that the buck stops with leadership. So you think that the government or the leaders should crack the whip when it comes to this issue?
The bus has always stopped its leadership. There's been total failure. You don't expect a leader to come and discuss with you before you rent your property or sell your land to a cocoa farmer. When there has been a lot of advocacy on this environmental promotion, there's a lot of advocacy. There's nobody, even though it is not dated. There's nobody that can say that they can say in the constituency that they can see and feel the impact of these Galamsey activities in our communities. It is just that we are not having good conscience about it. We have allowed a few greedy people, but now it has gotten to our neck.
Right.
Very soon it is going to drown us. And that is why I'm very sad this morning, because the whole of last week I've been in the constituency and moving around. I don't see a future.
Right.
I don't see a future.
Right. Doc, we can actually feel your pain from how you sound. And obviously, as each day passes by, it always feels like this is a menace and should be handled more seriously. But then again, one will ask, so don't you think it's actually time for the government to declare a state of emergency?
The government has given it, has made its intentions very known to us. Is looking at economic opportunity as against the life expectancies of people. So I don't need to belabor it.
Mm-hmm.
It has been made very clear to all of us that we have to look at the opportunity cost of making people live and live quality life as against good that the government is having economic fortunes from. So it's up to good people who listen to your station to assess the difference. So I don't want to go there.
Yeah.
What matters to me is that we don't need a state of emergency in Ebuakwa South for the people who live there to say that enough is enough.
Honorable, before you take leave of us, you would want to maybe speak to your constituents directly, maybe a word of advice would do, but you would want to still give you the opportunity if you want to do it in the local dialect, because maybe your constituents are watching and people would want to listen to you as you tell them what exactly the ramification is with the illegal mining issue in your constituency.
Yeah. So, like I say on every local station within our community, Charlie, baby, I'll be doing it there. I didn't know. And I'm saying, I've been many. Well, we're busting for a week. Maybe I didn't know. I was saying, now you can't boom, you can't say, Daddy. Yeah, dear Muedino, Omedia, or Mundinco, the Akane was here bomb of mine. So I talked to my constituents that, where we've gotten to, you know, be now that with the word say, make somebody come from Accra and can't tell we say, Charlie, before Galamsey. That they kill we. The one thing that the knock-on effect on Galamsey is that it has brought up about a high prevalence of substance abuse. Crime rate has increased in the constituency because of substance abuse. So all of us must come together. That's why I'm calling that it's enough. It is enough. Let's allow the environment to rest more, because nature has a way of treating itself. If you go off this thing between 6 months to 1 year, there will be a turnaround. So I beg my people, na the name so to toy so that in so no bet me action, and you're feeling in a day, every so no, it's me action because if we allow this to continue to the Hamatan, hey. Anyway, thank you.
All right, well, thank you so much for your time. We are grateful and we are happy at least you've come out to talk about this. And the part I like about this thing is devoid of party, say, colors. He's speaking to the people of Ebuakwa South. He's speaking to his constituents. This, we are not politicizing it. We have always been talking about Galamsey. See, when there is water shortage, the water shortage will not know you that you are in power, NDC. The water shortage will not know that you are in opposition, MPP, PNC, CPP, whatever political party you are in. And the water shortage will say that, okay, fine, so you are in opposition, so let me give you water. And you are in government, let me deal with you. It affects all of us. And what he made mention of the fact that the Birim River that we are all thinking is far from us.
It's actually
lands in Weja.
Yeah.
So it gets polluted. It will land in Weja. The Ghana Water Limited that already is having issue with pump into our various homes in the Greater Accra region. Now is having issues with treating that same water. It's double silencer, like double matter. When we talk about these things on the show, maybe these political foot soldiers will think that, oh, we are politicizing it and all that. But it is a very, very, very pressing issue that has to be dealt with. It made mention of the fact that the constituent should also be up and doing to fight it. If you see that someone is mining or doing Galamsey in your constituency, and you think that today you are getting 500, you are getting 1,000, you are getting 2,000, that same amount of money, you would have that money on you, and you wouldn't get water to buy.
Exactly.
And you'll be dying gradually. Today, we know that a lot of health implications come as a result of this illegal mining situation. People being born with defects, people are having issues with their health,
Kidney
issues.
Yeah.
You are in the Greater Accra region, you are eating the shawarma, you are eating the pizza, you are eating the fried rice and all that. Someone bought vegetables from somewhere to cook whatever you are eating. You understand? So you think that is far away from us, but gradually it is getting closer to us. Yesterday I made mention of the fact that we will go to the Eastern region, and lo and behold, the MP for one of the constituencies in the Eastern region has come out to say that, you know what, enough is enough. Let's let the land rest.
Let it breathe. Yeah.
Let the water bodies breathe. The forest reserves, at least if you've mined small, it's enough. You understand? If you've made enough money, save it in your account. Get other jobs to do. We talk about land reclamation. And when it comes to land reclamation, you've done enough of the mining, you've done enough of the Galamsey. Cover the pits. Now let these lands rest.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the name? Crop shifting or shifting cultivation or whatever the word is. Today you plant something here, you plant a leguminous crop, tomorrow you plant maize, the next day you are planting something, then the land itself at a point would rejuvenate, come back to its a normal state, come back to its original state. Then you can go back there and do whatever you have to do. But 24/7, 365 days in a year, you are mining. And when you mine here and it doesn't work here, you go to another land. Yeah. You go and mine there. Then you go to another land and you go and destroy. Yesterday, when we spoke about the destruction of railway and the destruction of roads. Now, the MP also mentioned of the fact that it's destroying our roads one way or the other because we are having excavators and we are having the big trucks plying the road. And we will come and blame government. We need the roads constructed. We need infrastructure. We need A, we need B, we need C.
Yeah.
The illegal mining issue is not a small thing we are talking about. If you've driven along or on the Accra-Kumasi highway, you understand what we are talking about. If you've driven from Accra to Cape Coast to Takrady, you understand what we are talking about. So it looks like every part of the country is bearing its or having a share of the national cake, which is the Galamsey. Only 2 regions, I understand, do not have illegal mining in those regions. And for one, I know, which is the Volta region. And if it's happening in 14 regions out of 16, your guess is as good as mine. That 5 years from now, 10 years from now, what becomes of us? What becomes of the fact that the lands that our forefathers left for us? Not to say that Galamsey wasn't there in the past. It was. People were doing illegal mining. People were doing mining in the past. People were into mining activities in the past. That's how come people will have gold hidden under their beds and all those things. But they weren't doing it indiscriminately like we are saying now. They weren't hungry for money. Now, what the MP even said is people who are even supposed to go to school-going children are holding pan. They have sham funds. They go, you compare gold, you compare sikakoko. Then you pay the sikakoko, and at the end of the day, your child is sick. You look for the sikakoko, and at the end of the day, you are destroying the water bodies we have. You look for the sikakoko, and you destroy the forest reserves we have. So a word to a wise, they say, it's in the east.